Lotus continent. In the eyes of the mortal people, the Lotus continent is an empty world in which there is nothing. In the eyes of the people living in the thousand-year world, the Lotus continent is a vast sea. In the eyes of the celestial beings living in the 10,000-year world, the Lotus world is a vast world of lotus blossoming on the sea. In the eyes of Buddha, numerous Buddha are sitting on the lotus blossoming. The head of each Buddha is surrounded by a light circle of about 1 meter in diameter, which is called the Buddha light. So the Lotus continent is a world emitting the green Buddha light. Borneo continent. At first view, the Borneo continent is a world of emptiness. Another look, it is a vast plain. Look one more time. It is a world of hills with the same height. On the fourth look, these hills keep changing the forms. They are like the 6-month-old babies playing the small, colorful balls, the coiling dragons, the crouching tigers, the young pine trees swinging in the breeze, or the eagles about to fly into the sky. On the fifth observation, we can see the Buddha sitting in meditation, eyes closed, emitting the blue light from their heads. It is a world of the blue Buddha light. Kasyapa continent. It is the hometown to the Kasyapa Buddha with stretching mountains and ridges. Each cluster of mountain circles to form an elegant residence. The pavilions and buildings hide in the trees and orchards. The herbs of birds fly in the sky. The rabbits and roe deer run on the fields and in the mountains. The streams flow on the plains with delicate bridges on them. The children play in the yards. The women pick up grapes and pears under the grape trellis or in the orchards. Some of the men eat watermelon in the field. Some play chess in the pavilions or buildings surrounded by bamboos. Some drink wine or tea. Some read poems or play musical instruments, etc. It seems that it is someplace in the mortal world. Actually, all these scenes come from illusion. If you keep looking, you will find the flying birds will alight on the trees and become leaves or fruits. The playing kids will become the blossoming flowers. The chasing animals will become the stones with various forms. The bridges on the rivers will suddenly become the trees. The rivers will become the clouds and mists. The smiling women and men who are playing chess, drinking, reading poems, or playing musical instruments will disappear, and the pavilions and buildings will become hills. All of these are the incarnations of Buddha. Ingwu continent. On the first look, Ingwu continent looks like a rolling air mass, which later grows into a round ball with rough surface. The ball keeps expanding and enlarging. The rough surface gradually forms the mountains, rivers, and lakes. You can see all the animals, plants, and nature on the earth and in the 1,000-year world, 10,000-year world. On the clouds, you can see the temples rising with soft celestial music and bell sounds. Accompanied by the celestial music and bell sounds, the plants, animals, humans, celestial beings and birds gradually rise and change into the forms of Buddhist monks and nuns flying to their temples. In these temples, the burning incense produces smoke and Buddhist masters give the Buddhism lectures. After the lectures are over, the Buddhist monks and nuns return to the ground and are transformed back to their original forms. The temples in the air disappear slowly. The land contracts and becomes a round ball, which later becomes a rolling air mass. Amida Buddha continent. Seen from the distance, at the end of the horizon there is a bright spot. The circles of colorful halo expand from the bright spot. As we approach nearer, we can find it is a crystal-like transparent planet bigger than the Earth. Through the halo, we can find a splendid palace in the center of the planet. In the middle of the palace, a Buddha who is sitting is Amida Buddha. His body emits the colorful halo like the water ripples, which always runs through the palace, the transparent planet, and gets into the vast universe. The halo even reaches the earth where the humans live, protects and cleanses the life of those with Buddha nature. When people say Amida Buddha and repent, the frequency of the Buddha light complies with that of the human mind. These people can get the protection from the Buddha. This is the so-called Buddha shines everywhere.